Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Canva sites and how you can use Canva sites for your business, right? Now, when you think about Canva, you're thinking mainly about the different graphics that you can create, like posters and business cards and things like that. Canva introduced, their publishing section, which is mainly used for doing some basic websites. They normally have a bad stigma, I'd say, and that's mainly because of how persons use them. But you can develop Canva sites that look really, really good. Now, even though functionally it has its limitations, if you are just starting out, if you have a new business and you're not all the way there yet in terms of getting a fully fledged website, you have your domain. Why not put a Canva site on it? You need to have somewhere to send your current clients or potential customers to so that they can learn more about you, they can interact with your brand, and they can book a consultation, they can sign up for something. All of that can be done with Canva sites, and it does not have to look basic like it was made in high school or something. So here I have a Canva site that I created for an event planner, right? I'm just going to go to the live view first so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll talk about it. So if I go to publish site, it's already published. So I'm just going to click on the link here. So here we have the website. This is how it looks. And as you can see, this looks really, really good. Like something I would have done in WordPress or even just hard coded myself. As you scroll down, it's just professional, it's airy, and this is not what you'd expect to get out of a Canva site. But this is something that you really can, as a business, have being live out there that you can send people to, and they can start interacting with your brand. They can start becoming your customers, and that is what you really want, right? So let me just close this here. Oh, I should also just show you the mobile version. So this is what the mobile version looks like. And in Canva, this is one of the biggest problems that I've seen people have. The mobile version does not come out good because you don't really have much control over it. But if you understand when and why things move and shuffle, you can get it to look how you want. And so that's what I did here. And this is what the mobile version looks like. So if you want to see this for yourself, I'll leave the URL here in the description and you can just go to it, or you can type it out, whichever thing you want to do. But let's get into it. So I'm going to go back into Canva. I'm going to go to edit design, and this is the design here. So it's just one page. You can make multiple pages if you want and link buttons to the pages, but for this tutorial I just wanted to make just the one page, and I may just make it into a template as well. But this was not made from any template. I started from a blank canvas and I started bringing in things myself, which I had previously designed to see how I wanted it to look, and then try to figure out if I could do it in Canva. And turns out I could. So this is the hero section. It's an image in the background, right? And I added a solid color on top, and I just decreased the opacity of it. So if I ungroup this, you'll see that's the image. This is the overlay. Let's put that back. Then I just added my heading, my subheading, and my button here. It's really good what they did because now you have buttons, standard buttons in Canva. So you can just click on the button style that you want, expand it, and add in your text. And that's really easy to do. For this section here, this one was a little bit tricky because I wanted these two pictures to interact, but I didn't want them to like overlay. So I wanted this small cutout here. And the way I did that was to add a square behind. So if you see, this is let me just change the color of it. Maybe that will help. This is just a normal rectangle that I placed behind the picture like this. And then what I did to facilitate the cutout was to just change it to the same color as the background. So now when I select both it and the image, it looks like a cutout, right? See that? So that's how I did that, putting everything back together. And then on the left side here, I just added the heading, the description, and this little section here, and a button. One thing to note about this is that if you go to the mobile preview, let me scroll down here, whatever is on the left in your desktop design, it becomes the thing that's on the top in the mobile. So you always want to be aware of that. It's always what is on the left that comes on the top, and what's on the right gets pushed down below. This next section here is just a background image, a shape with an opacity of NVIDIA. Get out of the way. Sure. What's the opacity of this? Oh, it's locked. With an opacity of 60, right? And then I just added the heading, the paragraph, and the button. So these are just the same things that you would have done in a normal design. You're just now doing them in sections to kind of lay them out in what you'd assume a website should look like. And that's the other thing. Think about it more as designing than a website. And that kind of sounds weird, but let me explain. You won't be able to do all the things that a website should have right here, right now. Maybe sometime in the future, but you won't. So for here, you can focus on making things look really good, because in here you can get away with things that you may not even be able to get away with when developing a site. So just be creative for the sections. This section here, it just has these three images and a heading and a description. Now, what do you think the flow for this is going to be if you go to the mobile version? Let me show you. So let's not preview. I need to scroll down. So we have the text portion first, then we have the weddings, then dinners and birthdays. Look at the flow. Here's the text version, weddings, dinners, birthdays. So now you start to understand how it takes things and shift things if it is that you have them on the same level. Once you figure out why it moves things around, then while you're doing the desktop version, you can also envision what the mobile version is going to turn out to be. And then you can actually design for mobile to ensure that your mobile version looks really, really good. All right. And then finally down here, we have a get in touch symbol and a contact us form. So because we can't add a form to here, right, where persons can just fill out and then submit again, this isn't all the way functional, but all of these buttons can be linked to anywhere you want. So if you have a Notion form, if you have a Google form, if you have a Calendly, anything at all that you can use externally, you can come here and you can link this button to that site or to that place where you collect the information, right? So that is what you want to do. That is how easy it is for you to get something that is very, very beautiful, just like this. So yeah, you can go ahead, go to the URL, check it out for yourself. And this template is also going to be available on my store, on my digital site. So if you don't want to go through the trouble of making this yourself, then you can just go and grab it from my space. That will also be in the description. But any question that you want to ask about this, you can leave down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'll also be making maybe 3 more videos like this, because I have more templates to make for different industries. So as I make them, I'll make a video showing exactly how it's done. Maybe I'll do one from scratch as well, but we'll see. Let's see how well this one is perceived first, to see if I can just use the time to do that. So again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe so you don't miss the other videos that are coming, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.